guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. SAVILAND has sent us their new drill to try. It's the BY01 Portable Nail Drill. This one goes up to 40,000 RPM. Standardly, drills tend to top out about 35,000 RPM. But the great thing about having a higher RPM is it's going to be easier to use. The faster it's rotating, the faster it's taking product off. So when you're especially trying to take off a whole bunch, like completely debulk a nail, that speed is going to be so helpful. In my own experience, when you're running it slower, it's just so much more difficult to get through and it feels like you're grinding forever. But when you crank that up, it just cuts through it like butter. We're going to unbox this and look at it, and then we're going to take off these nails. You guys may remember these from the Born Pretty video. So we'll just have a quick look at the box. It's got reverse direction, forward direction, a pause and play button. It's rechargeable and cordless, and visible speed controls. And then we have this side and this side, which says very similar things. I have not opened this yet, so we are going in it together. Okay. Interesting. All right, so it looks like this on the box, but actually on the ad for it, it was pink. And then in here, it's like purple and blue. I wonder if you actually get a choice of colors. Now I'm suspicious, but I am already pleased with what I'm seeing. Here's the little piece that you stick on the side to put it in when you're wearing it. Look at that blue chromatic. That is so pretty. And then we've got our hand piece here. It is a purple to pink gradient. That is gorgeous, and it's so shiny. And it, of course, has the locking mechanism for open and close. It is not just tension. I like that. It feels good. It is a nice, solid metal. This seems to spin really smoothly. The part that you plug in looks like this. That's pretty standard. They did give us an assortment of bits. Interesting packaging they're in, but to save space, that makes sense. Get a couple of these ceramic bits for your debulking. I would say go easy on them. You don't want to break them. And then, of course, sanding bands, which is what we're going to be mostly utilizing today, and the other assorted standards. You do get a little charging cord. It does not have a power block that I can see. It is USB-C, so you've got a million of those laying around. And then it does come with the standard pack of diamond bits. Let's get this part out. This is the main attraction. Ah, and under here is where they have hidden the instructions. Let's look at those real quick. Actually, pause to read if you would like. It does have a list of what's in the package and the specifications. 25 watts of power, 40,000 RPM, 9 volts output. Charging time is 2 hours. Battery capacity, 4,000 mAh. I don't know what those are. Something an hour, who knows. And then it does have the little guides here with what each button does and how to replace your bit. You know, unlock, take it out, put it back, lock it back. Same thing, pause to read if you would like. And then we have the same instructions, but in another language. Let's get this thing open. Look how shiny that is. That's so cute. Now my screen appears to have funk all over it. I don't think this is a peelable piece of plastic. It appears to be scratched as if it's not. I'm gonna try and peel it up, but that may be something that we need to talk about. And I'm gonna wipe it with a alcohol wipe, but here in a moment. So let's look. On this side, we have the forward and reverse. It's a button, and then we have pause. Not all drills have a pause, but they're good because if you need to sit it down, you can just hit pause and it'll stop turning, and you don't have to turn it all the way down and then back up to speed. You can just pause. Here is where you charge it. You plug this in, and then we've got this part where you can connect this little thing to it. It does have the clip back here, so you can attach it to your belt if you're working and walking around. That's super convenient. There's also a connector on this side if you prefer. Here is where you would stick the cord to the handpiece in, like that. And then we have our speed control here. Let's turn that on, so when we just barely turn it on, we can see how much power we have, and we can see our speed. It is in forward mode, but let's spin it. Can you hear it? Let's keep going. That sounds really powerful. Even my other drills, I don't think they sound like that at this speed, and we've still got space. Wow, listen to that. That is strong. And look, stable, not even wobbly. Let's turn that back down. Oh, actually, let's turn it back up and let's do the power button, or the pause button. Pause. Resume. Pause. Resume. Let's see what happens if we hit the reverse. It stops and it turns. We're in reverse. This is not actually blinking. That's just a thing cameras do. Let's go back the other way. Very cool. Turn that off. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this up and see if we can clean it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did clean it with alcohol and it did not remove that. So those are like definitely scratches. SAVILAND, I would recommend putting one of those like clear plastic films on here until it is unboxed, and then the purchaser can peel that off with a smooth screen. I don't know if this got scratched up while it was like being packaged or somehow while it was in the box, though I don't think so, because it was in styrofoam inside of that plastic bag, or if this was maybe a used model that got returned and whoever had it did this to it. I don't know, but you can still see through it, so it's not really that big of a problem. And I do like it. I really like the way it looks. Now I am getting fingerprints all over it, so like that's a thing. But we're gonna use it to take these nails off and see how it does. Let's swap this out for a sanding band. I like to remove gel with a sanding band because I don't want to take off too much. All right, so we've got that swapped, we've got that locked. It is in there tight. I am gonna do this over my SAVILAND dust collector. I don't know if y'all know, but I love SAVILAND products. They are really great and affordable. So this is probably gonna get loud when I turn this on. You guys know how dust collectors are. But I am going to start without turning it on so that you can kind of see the drill in action, and then I will silence the video while we file it off. I'm gonna scoot this over so you can kind of see the speed up here. Right now we've got an 8 going, and it is rotating this way. And so let's try it and see what happens if we do this. Oh yeah. I am going to turn it up though. Let's do like 15. Let's try. Yes, that is cutting right through that. Now you want to be super careful around the cuticles, because that's where you can start to get into trouble. Start hitting your skin and stuff. You know what, I actually needed to smooth these nail tips out anyway because they were growing. And so it's getting a little bit of a ledge back there. Look at that. Gosh, it's just taking it right off. And with it going with the sanding band, it doesn't take off too much at a time, so you don't end up over-filing by accident, which is something that I would 100% do, so that's why I prefer it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this nail up, and then we're gonna try and do the next one on a higher speed and see what happens. All right, look at that, clean. Let's turn this up. Let's say 25. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna be careful with it though. Yeah, that is really cutting through there. And then, like, remember, this is just a sanding band. Anything heftier would probably be taking chunks. And these have several layers, remember, if you saw that video anyway. We did double top coat to seal in those glitters. But you can see back here, it is already down to the nub, the basic tip. Alright, that did the job quite well, and I even went around the cuticles and got off any bits that were lifting up, and what I'm going to do is fill that in with builder gel so that they can just keep on growing. Of course my hand is dusty, but that's not the point of this video. Look how complete that got that off, and it was so easy. There was no difficulty involved at all, and it didn't overfile him, didn't take it down too far. I never even got it up above 25,000, but I didn't need to. If I was taking off acrylic, maybe I would. And then I was able to turn it down and just go around these cuticles so effortlessly. It didn't even skin me up, which is amazing because you know I will knock a hole in my cuticle. And then we can just set that right there. How convenient. So let's talk about this. Obviously, I'm going to leave a link in the description for this drill if you want to get this one. I do highly recommend it. Out of all the drills I have, this is definitely my new favorite. Currently on Amazon, at the time of filming this, it is actually on sale. And I am going to leave you the link so that you can go check it out. Even when it's not on sale, it's still a really excellent price, especially compared to some of the bigger brand nail drills. And this, in my opinion, works just as well. Again, ultra high speed, 40,000 RPMs. It's got the pause button, it's got the display, the color is so cute. Accessing the speed controls is right here. It's not obstructed. I like that the buttons are over here so you don't have to like try and get past wires and clips to be able to push them. It says charging time is 1.5 hours on Amazon, but I think in the pamphlet it said 2 hours, and you're supposed to get 12 hours of work time out of that, which is really good. So you could do a whole day of work with this. Not to mention it comes with your standard starter bits, so if you don't have anything to start with at all, that'll do ya. And then as you advance, you can get bigger and more complicated bits, but you don't need really anything more than a sanding band for most of the things that you're gonna do. That'll get the job done, as you can see. And you know, even though it was going as fast as it was going, it didn't feel like it was vibrating. It didn't feel like it was like trying to churn through. It felt really smooth, really easy to control. It wasn't jumping around. I know that sometimes with one of my other drills that I like to use, it'll jump, and that's where I hit myself in the cuticles. But look, I didn't nick myself at all. This is really good. The balance is fantastic. 10 out of 10. But I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching my video, especially if you made it to the end. I definitely do appreciate it. And thank you, SAVILAND, for sending this drill to me. I am very pleased with it. Definitely get this drill if you're needing a good portable nail drill. This is going to be your best bet. And thank you for your likes, your comments, your interaction. As you know, it helps the algorithm, which helps my channel grow, and it helps me. Plus, I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's a whole lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Definitely make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing any of this amazing content, and make sure you're following my socials. Sometimes I post things over there that don't make it over here, and check the description. There's all kinds of information and links and codes and good stuff down there. Take advantage of the situation, and that is where the link for this will be. So definitely pop on down there. And that's it. I'm gonna let you go. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.